creator whether you want to be one or not. And when you open up your mouth and you say that dumb stuff, you are creating that dumb stuff. You want all that success without an anchor? You want to be in the deep? You want a phenomenal life with no anchor? You can't survive without an anchor. I got an anchor. Young dudes be like, yo, E, I want to be like you, E. I said, bro, you don't want this life. You don't want these responsibilities, bro. It's a lot of responsibilities, bro. And the problem with most of you, you don't have principles that you follow. You follow your feelings. And whatever you feel like, that's what you do. And you'll never be successful because you're in your feelings. You are connecting with people because of money. That relationship is doomed from the start. It's a disaster. You done went in on some business stuff. Y'all done went in on some money. It's bound to disrupt. It's bound. But if you get with good people who have good intentions, who have a good heart, it's bound to blow up. What's your anchor? I had to get an anchor because I ain't had one. Well, I did have an anchor. My emotions made me make certain decisions and do things that wasn't even healthy for me. I was literally so stupid that I was living in abandoned buildings at 16 because I was so emotional. Does that make sense? I just want to make sure y'all caught what I said. I was so emotional, so pissed, so want to do what I want to do when I wanted to do, that I would prefer to be in a house that didn't have no water. I prefer not to eat on a regular basis. I prefer not to take a shower, to be in my emotions than be rational. And so the first thing I realized I had to do, I was like, bro, you got to get an anchor. You way too emotional. You way too irrational. You just be doing stuff just quick. You ain't even think about what you're doing. So then I took myself and anybody see The Godfather of Harlem? Anybody see that? Raise your hand. You remember the part where she was like, yo, this is it. I'm not smoking weed. I'm a dope fiend, but I'm not doing dope no more. And she literally took a chain and a handcuff and handcuffed herself and threw the key away. That's what some of you got to do before you leave here. Not in the physical, but in terms of the spiritual and in terms of your anchor, you're gonna have to tie yourself up and you're gonna have to throw the key away, and she will herself back to health. Okay, y'all gotta hear what I'm saying. Phenomenal life, write this down. Stroke the check, plant the seed. Some of y'all ain't planting no seeds. You won't have no seeds. So when I go to Atlanta, the reason why I tip so well, the reason why I'm paying the water boys off is because I want seeds in Atlanta. When I go to Ohio, the reason why I bless the people in Ohio, the bus boy, the valet, I'm giving the valet more than he probably ever got in his life. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I want to plant seeds. So when I leave this earth, I want my kids to be blessed in Atlanta. I want my kids to walk through Atlanta and they say, I want my grandkids to say, oh, Eric Thomas was my grandfather. Eric Thomas was your grandfather? Come sit down. Sir, hey, Eric Thomas, yeah, you remember the one there? Come sit down. Yep, don't keep your money in your pot. Eric Thomas was that was your granddaddy? Do you know when your granddaddy was alive and he came to Atlanta, he did that, and he did that for my man. Hey, have a seat, sit down. Hey, bring the fattest calf. You think a phenomenal life is your life. A phenomenal life is what you do with other people's life with your life. That's a phenomenal life.